Mr. Yip Hon Weng.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, the Societies Act stands as an important measure in safeguarding the interests of Singapore. This Act, in its previous iterations and at present, ensures that groups with the potential for unlawful activities, threats to national security, or activities contrary to our nation's interests do not gain traction or growth within our borders. Notwithstanding, I have several clarifications on the bill. First, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, we must consider if allowing the registrar to include or exclude specific clauses into a society's constitution before it is registered might be seen as excessive government intervention in its internal workings. Furthermore, if the members of the would-be society find itself in disagreement with the clauses prescribed by the registrar, what recourse do they have against the registrar's decision? Likewise, in the event of a registration being denied, what avenues exist for societies to appeal such decisions? Is there also a timeline for appeals? Second, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, as we delve into the provision detailing the grounds that the registrar can consider when evaluating applications for amendments in rules and names, as well as addressing concerns regarding foreign interference, several queries come to mind. Will the bill provide a comprehensive list of considerations for societies to reference? Could there be potentially a reference guide or illustrative examples akin to a blacklist to assist applicants in navigating this process with clarity? Moreover, when the bill references matters contrary to Singapore's national security or interests, I wish to clarify whether this encompasses political societies or those with political affiliations. Would this entail the application of the Foreign Interference Countermeasures Act or FICA concerning the registration of such societies? In addition, how will this bill regulate societies with foreign affiliations, particularly those with undisclosed intentions? Will societies be mandated to declare such affiliations before they are allowed to be registered? Furthermore, it is critical to scrutinize transnational societies whose principal bank accounts may be situated in territories or countries that are known for being tax havens, such as the Cayman Islands, Bahamas, or the British Virgin Islands. This heightened scrutiny is warranted to prevent potential cases of money laundering and tax evasion. Third, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, as we turn our attention to groups that are organized in virtual spaces, within chat groups and on the internet, a set of unique challenges arises. Earlier, Member Razwana mentioned this as well. Are there plans to expressly address these societies under the Act? If so, what conditions will be set forth for their registration, particularly when these societies operate on a secure or private platforms provided by companies that are not governed by Singapore's laws? Ensuring compliance in the digital realm becomes a complex undertaking. It is important to address how the respective agencies plan to police this expansive digital landscape, given the evolving nature of technology. Laws, no matter how well crafted, are only effective if they can be enforced. On this note, I would also like to inquire about the nature and extent of cooperation Singapore has established or intends to establish with companies that provide digital services and products that allow online societies to form, specifically regarding the objectives of this bill. An example may be Telegram, Facebook groups, and WhatsApp. Cooperation on a global scale is imperative to effectively address the challenges posed by societies operating in the digital sphere. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, my last point is on administrative concerns. As we explore the proposal allowing societies that are also registered charities to submit their annual reports through a one-stop service, it brings to mind practical considerations. Will the Ministry establish an entirely new portal for this purpose, or will it be seamlessly integrated with the existing MHAI ROSA system? Today, there are entities such as religious organizations that have the option to register both as societies and as charities. Is there an intention to streamline this process? Additionally, how do we educate the public about the appropriate steps to take in such cases? Last but not least, it is essential to recognize that the workload on the Registrar of Societies, or ROS, will inevitably increase. This raises important questions about whether ROS will need to recalibrate its processes, potentially requiring additional manpower. How will ROS collaborate with the police to share the workload and ensure seamless distribution of information? In conclusion, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, this bill was conceived to establish a framework for the regulation of societal activities, an imperative stemming from the historical context of combating illegal societies. As we reflect upon its implications in the present day, we are compelled to redefine our perspective on the types of societies that necessitate regulation in today's landscape, with the paramount goal of safeguarding our national security. In this digital age, we must reevaluate our approach to society regulation, acknowledging that many of these entities operate predominantly in virtual spaces, transcending national boundaries in an era of globalization and digitalization. Some may not readily disclose their true agendas, underscoring the need for a regulatory framework that empowers the government to act swiftly and effectively when necessary. This involves not only implementing the necessary regulation, but also having the resources to monitor, as well as the levers to enforce the rules. Only through this holistic approach can we adequately address the challenges posed by societies in today's dynamic and interconnected world. Thank you, and I support the bill.